Welcome everyone, welcome back to Detached. This time we're on episode 2, but before I jump right in, I'm pretty sure some of you saw the person who commented on episode 1 was the developer Scruffles, who made this game, and they thanked me for playing the game and the commentary and the other stuff and whatnot. And I gotta thank the developer back for not only appreciating or liking the video, but commenting. Wow, yeah, big ups. That's what I'd say. Big thumbs up. I also gotta give a shout out to Steph, our man, our plug with the game. You know, anyone can comment down below on any of the videos. I could check some of the games out. I can't guarantee a series because if I have to do 4 or 5 games, it would, I don't know. I don't think people would enjoy me doing let's say 5 different game series in 1 week. That's 7 different videos and all of them are episode 1s. And I don't think people will enjoy that. That's why I'm like juggling things, right? But yeah, enough with the shilling, enough with the glazing. Let's get on with the game. Fuck it, let's get in there. Whoa. So I listen anything to keep the plague of thoughts at bay. Her presence is strangely soothing. For someone that would apparently be able to kick my ass, because she is pretty muscular herself, I find myself feeling more comfortable with her as we walk. We keep our pace slow, and as the fading twilight gives way to the soft hum and dim yellow light of the street lamps, I focus on her voice. Ooh, my god, guys, I'm not locked in. I focus on her voice while she chats on. I'm not entirely sure what she's talking about. I've long since stopped listening to the words she's saying and just focus on the cadence of her voice. Alright, welcome back. Quick cut. I just had to tone down the music volume a little bit because it's a vibe for sure, but I ain't blasting that music straight to my eardrums max volume, okay? Alright, all the while I feel at peace. It is comforting to have some sort of companionship even from a complete stranger. After years of being closed off to most relationships, it has something of a seductive allure that I could get used to. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I can feel the irrational panic, the stranger danger alarms, and an incredibly urgent need to detach again. Instead, I push it all back and just listen to her voice. I can't really say what's going through my mind. It seems like the entire walk is just a haze in my head. When did we get to my apartment? Thankfully, the smothered alarms in my head subside as I nod my thanks to her. And began again when I placed my key into the keyhole. It's almost like a physical force that is frantically stopping me from turning the key. I don't know what I want right now except to not be alone tonight. That's probably it. It's probably me. I'm that frantic force. Comfort means nothing in the face of having zero idea on how to approach asking a woman you just met if they want to enter the home of someone they don't know. Or my safe space haven. Not that she probably couldn't stop something unsavory from happening. Whoa. And yet there she is, just waiting patiently for my socially inept ass to say something. He's like me for real, except I'm not that tall. You know, I don't have as long as hair as he has, but it's a bit more of a shaggy hair, I guess, you know, like Scooby-Doo. So, did you want to come in for a drink? Yes, a little smooth, a little creepy. You 100% fail at everything you don't try, or something like that. Bullshit. Call me spoiled or needy, but it turns out I really need someone near me after all that. It's not like she'd actually... Sure, I'd like that. Blindside me with that smile and affirmation. Oh, I didn't... You know what? Never mind. Never mind. What is her name? I am curious. This is Daine, by the way. I'm trying to recall the name. It was something like that. I watched her take in the little scene of a home belonging to a man that was dead inside. Wake up, go look at something nice, stupid. Enough to keep him distracted, but sad enough to tell a depressing story. Still, she smiled even though it didn't reach her eyes. My god, she's actually really hot. What am I even doing here? Am I expecting something to happen between us tonight? No, even I'm not that low to abuse someone's kindness like that. Nah, come on, brother. We can all talk the talk, but can we walk the walk? You know what I'm saying? Yeah? Like, I've said a lot of things in IRL for me, but the moment that situations happen and you're like, oh shit, this is a lot harder than I thought it was. You know? Probably. Still, even though I do have desires that need to be tended to once in a while, I tend to keep those clear away from my haven. Why am I like this? Hey, still with me? Shit, and now I'm quietly brooding while looming over her. Fucking creep. Yeah, just having an internal crisis that's entirely separate from earlier. I got a couple of questions here. Was his father the diamond thing that was inserted inside him by his dad? Was it a gang? An enemy? He stole from someone? Something like that? His mom is just dead, but something is calling. Is his mom's soul inside the gem? I don't know, man. At least there's no bridge here then. Yeah, but someone could easily grab something to tie with, you know. To be fair, I usually just dissociate and stare at the water until I realize I should probably eat and sleep. The whole trying to jump thing is kind of new to me though. Decided to try out the adventurous adrenaline junkie life? No, I experienced that while you were busy holding me in a death grip. I know, I can be pretty intense when I want to be. Sure, let's go with that. Alright, you do this often? What, jumping? Depends on the day, but I find it's the secret sauce to help loosen me up and open my mouth a bit. Of course, alcohol. Alright then, I guess I can't argue against that logic. Time to loosen up. To loosening up after almost unaliving or something. Not at all how I imagined the day to turn out. A surprisingly welcome company, regardless of any internal complaints you might have heard, is a nice change, I guess. I wonder why I'm so calm near her. Oh well. Maybe I won't find a new bridge after all. Maybe I'd find a building. I mean, I could get used to this. I mean, she is a hot babe. I just need to smother the alarms. Smother the alarms with her voice. Smother her voice. Her voice. Voice. Ho, ho! That's not her voice. Okay, what the isekai character? This guy is from a different game. Who is this? Apparently I must have fallen asleep at some point because this is clearly not normal. There's a pretty lady at home with me and here I am in my own head again. I really don't care for this day. Excellent, thou art a regal man. Anon Stanho staring at me as I has little questions. Oh, this man seems familiar. I've seen through his eyes in one of my dreams, I think. Dreams sure are neat sometimes. Are thee deaf or dumb? I am speaking to thee. I've seen you before. Beast the one, just answer me, sir. You haven't asked me anything yet. I, of course, has not. Had thee been paying attention, I would has mine own curiosity did sate already. I'm about to fucking Alt F4 this game, man. I'm probably just as confused as you are right now. I think it's a diamond gem. It houses souls. Big theory. Give me my money. So thou art dumb. You know what? This dream kind of sucks. I agree. What the fuck is this, man? I wish this wasn't a dream. Otherwise, I would still be like, still alive even now, sir. But alas, shut up. I should not be spoken to like yawn. No, I already died once in my head today, so... Just thou art joking. You talk a lot, dream person. I agree, man. Can this guy F off? I'm trying to get with the lady. Why are we imagining dudes instead of femboys and hot babes? I'm telling thee, this is my dream myth. Don't not turn for me. I'm speaking to thee, so we're both dreaming, I guess. I mean, that's my theory. Of course, he continues to angrily ramble his weird dialect of English at me, causing me to lose interest in being insulted by someone else that isn't me. I'm like moving the mic. It's it's one thing if I do it as self-depreciation, but I will not be slandered by a figment of my imagination, which I suppose is still... No, I will not go down that masochistic road. Hey, messages? This isn't really like any dream I've had before. Normally, I'm not me, and also... Wait, I'm double checking we're recording. Yes, we are. Okay. Also a silent bystander, and yet here I am in a familiar, albeit somewhat different and kind of spooky setting. I can also feel myself moving and talking while I'm moving and thinking. Whoa! It's like Prismo the Wishmaster from Adventure Time. Weird. Leave it to me to brood while in a world limited by my own imagination. Shit, this feels different somehow. Or maybe that's whatever is slightly pulling at my back. Sounds like a chain. A chain? Dream Man had a chain around his neck and that chain led to me. Weird, I have no chain to my neck. Is it connected to me? Hark, sir, they shall release me. I should not be bind to a fool of a devil. Hey, I'm not the one in chains here. I agree. Then hark to me, release me, alas. My man, I can barely feel the pull. It's not a physical tension, but rather one I feel deep inside, as though that chain is wrapped around my very being. Bound with thorns ripping through the veil, every minute, every minute movement deforming that which was whole. This is concerning. Oh, here we go with the static. My head feels like TV static. Lol, what are you doing? Lol, I know not. My head feels like a head. Are you doing alright? Your face looks a bit messed up. Oh my god, it's getting real creepy. Oh my god. So, censored and he's really skinny and he's naked and he's in a cross. I don't know why. Steph, what is this? What kind of game did you recommend me, huh? Once upon a time, there was a late-stage abortion. This was long before abortions were cool and trendy, and often ended in tragedy and misery depending on who you ask. This particular abortion, however, was the product of a consensual, again depending on who you ask, act of sexuality. The young female that was too bored as yet to be aborted clump of questionably sentient clump of cells would often lie awake at night, tormented by the hatred she felt for the creature that was absorbing her nutrients. This led her down the fateful path that caught the eye of the One. You see, the One was the greatest and holiest, however he was also perpetually bored. As such, he was often doing the most practical of jokes upon those who were clearly lesser than him. After all, who could tell the One to stop? So the One decided to visit the miserable parasite-infested female in her dreams. He spoke of a wondrous herbal tea that would quite literally wash the parasite out of her. And when she awoke, she sought the necessary herbs for this miraculous tea as the One had instructed. It took her exactly 1 whole week. In fact, because she was not an herbalist and it took a long time to find exactly what she needed, while the One was a bored god, he was also patient, as the best practical jokes were at their pinnacle when you let the pot, full of malice and fun, stew. He giggled and cackled and shook with excitement as she sought the precious ingredients. Okay, it's a bit censored here because totally once again is like naked. On the final day, she prepared all of the ingredients that the One sent her to find into a tea mixture and brought the dirty water she found in a puddle by her shack to boil. The One practically vibrated with anticipation, for his practical joke was creeping closer to its climax. The wretched female drank back the muddy tea swiftly, ignoring the scalding temperature and forming blisters in her throat, as the One had given her this fabulous gift and she was eager and impatient to remove this loathsome parasite. What she did not know was that she was now the victim of one of the One's classic practical jokes. She keeled over, her mouth open in a silent cry of agony, her face all scrunched up in the delicious telling of unbearable pain. Rejoice, jovial chortling, laughter. It seems she has, as the kids used to say, gotten pranked. For you see, the One, as part of his excellent practical joke, gave his blessing and protection upon that unwanted parasitic clump of cells. As the unsuspecting female writhed in agony, that little fetus formed and grew at the cost of her pain and suffering and death. Among the herbs she gathered, several were highly poisonous and deadly to ingest. Such a funny joke! But something was wrong. She was not dying, just suffering. It seemed that this woman, whom was very much not educated in anything herbs, had chosen some wrong herbs, causing her to suffer through the sudden internal growth. Displeased the one, as he had not expected such a turn of events. Yay! Reminds me of Ken Kaneki with the centipedes and all, but that's pretty much it. That's the only thing I could think about. The one watched with wide-eyed excitement as the poisons that coursed through her veins caused her to writhe about the dirty floor of her hovel. What the heck is this, Steph? What am I playing, man? What are we reading through? He touched himself with vigor as she clutched her painful and slowly expanding stomach. He giggled with a childish glee as her screams came out as pathetic, choked-up gurgles. This was quite possibly even better than his original plan, as it was something he did not account for. This excited the one. One thing that one can be sure of, time moves slowly for those in unavoidable agony. Mere moments were an eternity for the disgusting mesh of flesh and bones that rolled in the dirt that was suspiciously becoming reddish mud. At this point, the one's eyes were practically bulging from his head. His lips peeled so far back in a depraved grin that all of his teeth and gums must have surely been shown. Okay, well, I'm going back. So, they freaking did it. I knew it. It was a mixture of them doing it the way it was being told to us. It was like they were doing it. And instead of doing an abortion, it most likely proceeded to a birth of some kind. And the one or whoever, I'm assuming some kind of higher being, or maybe not, just some kind of sicko, gleefully was happy, shocked at the turn of the pranks or events that has transpired. I don't know how real that is though. Pain, nausea, and spin in a spinning room greet me on this morning. Good morning to you too, O Lord of Nuclear Life and Radiation. Please continue to grace us with your gloriously cancerous rays. That's true, the sun is a deadly laser beam. Or it emits deadly lasers. The blinding light and noisy birds assault two of my incredibly sensitive sensory organs as I quickly come to terms with having to exist with this offensive light brutalizing my very state of being. Oh my god, it's just like it reminds me of how I wrote my essays before. A bit too technical. It's kind of weird now when I think about it. The way I write things now, it's a bit more on the personal note as opposed to trying to third personalize the entire thing. Also, it's probably just a hangover and I'm just whining to nobody. What a wonderful day to be alive. Of course, I do have responsibilities and whatnot. I decided this just now, and largely because of what happened yesterday, it'd be best to check in and see what the hell is going on. I'm fairly sure I know who sent that email. What I'm not sure of is the us mentioned. I don't keep contact with enough people for there to be a plural, especially considering the source. In fact, I don't really keep contact with anyone outside a couple people. But all of that can wait. I have a hangover to take care of first. Self-care and all of that. Oh, I don't remember doing that last night. The woman from last night lying there almost basking in the morning light like a cat napping on a windowsill. Only you know she's a woman in my bed. Good job, blackout me. I wish I could remember it, but the important part is that it happened, I guess. I really hope she didn't tell me her name last night because I have absolutely no idea what it is. Oh well, fake it until you make it has been my mantra thus far, so I'm not about to change that now. Turns out that I actually am that guy that abuses the kindness of others though. Such a gentleman. Still, why is she still here? It's been made painfully apparent that I'm mentally unstable. She saw the worst of it. Also, who keeps their fridge full of alcohol and nothing but damaged goods do? Maybe she just likes damaged goods? It probably makes her feel important to fix the unfixable and make her feel better about herself. She should consider seeing someone about that because she's clearly the problem here. Hi. Shit, man. What is her name? Hey. Come here often? Sometimes. It is my apartment. Cool, cool. Faking it didn't take long to bite me. I prefer my haven to be free of locals, invited or not, leaving me with zero idea how to handle this situation. What to do? Well, let's roll with it anyways. So, it's a lot of censorship. I don't know if I should cut this or should not. I don't know, man. Such a good sleep. Sorry about crashing here. I meant to leave earlier. Wow, I'm so good at this. It's fine, you were here pretty late. I wouldn't have expected you to walk home in the middle of the night. Not that I remember, and I totally would. I might feel yeah, it's doing pretty well for so far. I might feel a little bad about it though, just a little. Maybe. You could always walk me home next time. Next time? Well, oh wow, would you look at the time? It's getting pretty late and I've got places to be. Don't expect a walk next time. That sounds like it requires me to break the ongoing streak of habitually not leaving my house once I get home, and I tend to rely on routine to function properly. Sounds like you live an exciting life. Just living up to the expectations of what it means to be an adrenaline junkie, I guess. I see we have an expert in the room. Well, I have to be good at something. You seem pretty good at a lot of things. Is this something akin to jealousy? Fuck you, blackout me, having all the fun. Sorry to ditch so suddenly. Unfortunately, I actually have a job to get to. This is really easy. Hangover aside, this day is already shaping up. I haven't even been up for 10 minutes and I'm already discovering a new skill. That's a lie. I'm just doing the same shit I always do. Going with the flow. Nah, don't worry about it. Such is life. Right? The never-ending capitalist cycle. So fun. Wake up, go sell yourself for some money, spend said money, sleep, repeat. Gotta make sure to appease the elite corporate overlords after all. Huh, you really know how to sell capitalism, huh? Almost makes me consider leaving my place a little more often. Not big on the whole appeasing the overlords thing though, that kind of kills it for me. Same, they tend to be real bastards, but alas. Might you just on board the capitalism train? It's a comforting lie people tell themselves. Gotta cope with being a corporate slave somehow. Kinda like the people that proudly brag about the grind. Sounds more like they're bragging about being used by someone richer than them. That's exactly it. They're so high on the fact that they're better than you because they ride that corporate cock hard. All the while ignoring that they're just replaceable pieces that can be swapped out on a moment's notice. I think the difference is that they have a job. In the grand scheme of things, yes, in the philosophical things of the world, nothing really matters when you think about it. But they can only say that if you're someone. Because anyone could think big. I'll be honest, but does it really matter? No, doesn't. I don't know, man. Let's step off the depressing shit for the time being, because my brain is going through the ringer because of this fucking visual novel, man. It sounds like you have a chip on your shoulder. Maybe just a small one, barely noticeable. Wouldn't even consider it one even. She's rambling a lot on this. Maybe she should see someone. Good talk and all that, but I gotta run. Try not to jump off any bridges today, okay? That was definitely probably a one-off. I can't say I enjoyed the experience. And she's gone. Well, that was a thing that happened. I might need to try that again one day while I'm coherent enough to actually remember doing it. I'm still not sure if I'm comfortable enough with opening my doors like that for someone again. Too many barriers topple overnight and I don't even know where to begin rebuilding. Maybe I should just roll with this too. Blindly walking to the kennel rabid dogs and hoping I don't get bit. I'm certainly living it up these days. Now I'm wide awake and still post alcohol and misery. Oh, the misery. May as well get this day started with a coffee and figure out where to go from there. Although I can already feel this newfound purpose wavering against the desire to sleep the hangover away, such are the whims of the submissive bitch of fate. So let's hold hands and step against the stream. Lean against the torrent as it grasps for purchase, and take our first step into the indifferent light of our sun. Forget all but that one goal. Forget the central allure of drifting. Forget the need to let go. But first, coffee. The scent of freshly brewed coffee is nearly overwhelming, rejuvenating me a bit as I take in the scene. This is like a cafe, I think. Unless it's a mini library. But I'm beginning to lean more on the cafe bit. I decided that I would choose which capitalist coffee business would serve me the dark and bitter nectar that would give me that inspiration and energy to continue this personal quest of mine. In spirit of my early conversation, I decided to forego filling the coffers of the elite coffee tyrants with my pocket change, instead opted for a locally owned cafe. That'll show them. But you're paying for this business and they're paying taxes to keep this business legally operating. So either way, man, if you're under some kind of counter nation, you're inevitable to pay taxes. Only this place reeks of pretentiousness. Mistakes were made and I'll have to reevaluate my entire moral compass. Later though, right now I need the services this establishment offers. God damn! Lupe? Another hobby, baddie, huh? Or not? It's cool, it's not like I need coffee right now. I'm only suffering from a probably fatal case of the hangovers is all. Ah, damn it. Hey. What? Are you sticking it to the man today too? Huh? What are you talking about? You clearly— oh my god, man. This is the most pretentious character I've ever played as. You clearly work here, but you're ignoring a customer with a terminal illness. The only reasonable conclusion that I can come up with is that we're fighting the same battle on different fronts today. Oh shit, I'm so sorry, dude. What do you need? Just a black coffee. I'll get it right away. Be right back. Pretentious atmosphere, poor service. I bet this place's coffee is good. I literally cannot wait as I'm currently at death's door. The barista bearing her reasonable attitude given her chosen place of work, poured the coffee with what I'd assume was a practical measure of skill. I'm not sure if pouring coffee can be considered a real skill, but I'm sure it is, and that it is well respected among coffee snobs. My god, this guy is really depressed, holy shit. If it didn't require taking up more space in my tiny apartment, not to mention the actual work needed to make it, I'd almost consider giving it a try. Oh my god, man. Hey, I'm really sorry about before. It's on the house. Terminal illnesses are cool. No. Thanks, I'll have to leave a good review on a popular online search engine then. I won't. I will, however, enjoy this coffee as a homage to honor my newfound purpose in life. Well, one of them, at least. I'll be on the back burner for the time being. After all, one doesn't just topple the establishment in one day. Something much more important needs my attention first, and it's not this free coffee in my hand right now. You know where to find us. Except I don't. What if I'm wrong about who it is? Am I supposed to know where to go or who to see? I barely keep contact with anyone, and those I do would either be clueless about what I'm talking about or just as much in the dark as I am. This is becoming more of a pain in the ass than necessary. Of course, there's one person that might know where to look, but I figured she'd tell me anything she knew already. Unless she wouldn't. Actually, she probably wouldn't. What? Can't you see I'm doing important things right now? My god, this guy's an asshole! You're just looking at your phone. And you're still fighting the establishment, I see. What the fuck does that even mean? I agree, man. That's not— wait. You're abandoning your duties as this cafe's apparently sole barista to hang out over here with me. Sorry, but I operate solo. What the fuck, man? Who talks like this? Is this man Raymond Reddington, but he's actually just a Redditor? What the— I ain't trying to bring down anything. Well, you're currently bringing down my current ability to work right now, so that doesn't seem to be working out very well for you. Shit, man, I just got a question. Does it have anything to do with— it ain't got shit to do with whatever you got going on. But it does, but not that anti-establishment shit. Wow, okay, rude. Just answer my question. You haven't asked me anything yet. But that's because you— this is fun? This guy's an asshole, man! Steph, what kind of character did you bring? You said you're terminally ill? You're looking awfully healthy to be dying. What do you have? Well, I unfortunately suffer from an immunodisease where I could easily die any minute. But it can only be seen if you're a doctor. I wasn't aware people were in the habit of just opening up about what they're sick with in casual conversation, because that's fraud, man. That's fraud. You can't just say something and you don't really have it, man. This ain't casual conversation. Is it contagious? Not unless hangovers have suddenly evolved to that. Fucking really, dude? And it's all thanks to your intervention that I am now safe for another day. You're a piece of shit. I agree. I gotta agree on this one. I gotta agree. Now I kind of wanted him to jump off the bridge. I can't believe this man got to smash that orange-haired chick. If I'm going to be technical here, I'm really not. Are you always like this? Define this, because I've been anti-capitalism since around 6 o'clock this morning. This guy took up a new personality because the gal he's smashing is talking political bullshit. What? No, I said I don't give a fuck about that. Okay, Lupe, don't need to rub it in. How do you know my name? You have a name tag. Definitely what I was looking at. Okay, fine. What's her deal? I've seen like 5 different sides of her in the span of 10 minutes. I agree, man. What the fuck? Does she not like him? What's happening here? I don't like that dude either, but God, how is he rizzing? How is this working, Steph? I know you're watching this. How is this working? How is he rizzing this hot babe? If there were like 10 options, he picked the worst or third to the worst option. You know, it's like, what? I just want to figure out my next move and drink my free coffee. Don't you have barista things to do? In case you haven't noticed, you're the only customer here. It's been a slow morning and I'm bored. So you can entertain me while you're here. Yay you. First, I'm a piece of shit and now I'm a source of entertainment. I'm a man of many talents apparently. She apparently has also never heard of a personal bubble. Who's the piece of shit now? That sucks because I got important boring things to do. Like what? We got free Wi-Fi that my dad hasn't bothered to block any... Oh! Corn sights on. Huh, no wonder she still has a job here. I figured it was that or she was sleeping with the boss. Noted. Also, is that a regular thing that happens? If by regular you mean me, then yeah. Seriously, what's her deal? Is she hitting on me? Yeah, I guess so. I'm as confused as you are, dick bag. Well, as much as I appreciate the inside info, I'll have to pass this time. You're lost, dude. Well, I'm not entirely comfortable with having a stranger watching what I'm doing on my phone. Yeah, that is a bit personal. She's already made it abundantly clear that she doesn't care about boundaries, so why should I? Lupe quietly watches my phone as I pull up the aforementioned one contact that could give me a lead on where I could go. My finger hovers over the call button before switching to the message button instead. I quickly type my message letting them know that I'll be by soon and that we need to talk. Girlfriend issues? I don't do commitments like that. Ouch, you really are a piece of shit. Yeah, I was like, that sounds horrible, man. I mean, probably, but this isn't anything like that. Oh, more establishment shit. I thought you didn't care about that. I didn't, but then I saw potential drama and decided that I actually did. You don't even know me. Besides, I said that I operate solo. What's her name? It's Daine. It's gotta be Daine. It's not Diane. It's not Daine. Daine? No, that sounds stupid, man. Great, now we know each other. Fill me in. Like how? With my ding dong? I don't know. Yeah, no, I'll not allow my personal issues to be your source of entertainment today. Fucking party pooper. Pooper? Lupe spends the next 20 minutes harassing me with questions to get to know her new friend, in which I only humor her to kill time until I get a response back. Of course, this extended the time needed to drink my free coffee, which was cold by now. Thanks, Lupe. Unfortunately, no customers came to save me from this harassment either, forcing me to stoically endure this inhumane treatment. Eventually, my phone dinged and I was up and out of there in moments. While the service was terrible and Lupe was decidedly not good at her job, the coffee was really worth it while it was hot. I'll probably come back in the future. He liked it. He just didn't want to admit it, man. So, and a hot barista. Oh, I fucking hate this guy, man. I fucking hate this guy. This guy's so lucky. How is he doing this? Is not a... Okay, maybe I'm generalizing things. Broken people tend to gravitate towards other broken people. Something fucked up in them, okay? If it's someone who's perfectly healthy, like-minded, now you have two options. Either she tries to fix you, or you try to fix her. You know, I don't know which way in the relationship. Or they're the kind of person that that's not perfectly. They're not the main character. You know, they're not the hero of the story. So the moment that they find out there's something lacking in you, something cuckoo, something clearly you're not the right mental state, and they can't help with that. It's too heavy burden. The relationship doesn't really stand. I don't know, man. I don't know how this guy's pulling these bad bitches. Somewhere in between all of that, I lost interest in being anti-establishment. It's probably for the best, as that seems like more effort than I care to muster up. Affection. Oh my god, we have the affection meter feature as well in this one. 6 years ago, I left this place and never came back. We didn't part ways on bad terms or anything. I just wasn't joking when I said I don't do commitments. I think I saw something akin to sadness or worry on her face. The day I left, after all, she had been my guardian for almost 14 years, and I just popped it to her that I was moving out. Is this Bishop? I think this is Bishop. This is absolutely Bishop. I didn't give much of an explanation. She didn't ask for any. She'd never actively show weakness to anyone, and I am no exception to that rule. At first, she would check in on me over text from time to time. After a while, though, that began to taper off until we rarely spoke. And then when she did eventually stop, I was truly alone. I never really noticed the end of the text. There might have been a passing thought about it somewhere, but not one that really took hold. Not enough to actually make me reach out and check in on her. Does that make me selfish? No, I can relate to that. People who message me have a hard time trying to message me because I don't reply fast or I don't reply at all. No, it's just a me problem. Probably, or maybe I'm just too absorbed my own unfeeling abyss that I just couldn't. Regardless, I'm here now, albeit for selfish reasons. So hooray, I guess. Beep, 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 boop, boop. All this time I've spent away, I never once thought about how she was doing. I just kind of assumed that she's doing fine. Despite all the time that has passed, it doesn't really feel strange to enter this apartment that's void of soul. An apartment that is home to someone that's also broken inside, although in a different way for different reasons. Past of violence, a present in the abyss. And oh, what the fuck, man? I can't read now. A past of violence, a present in the abyss. There we go. Jesus, man. She doesn't show weakness because of pride. She doesn't because she can't. But I can still see the cracks. It's because we're the same. Maybe that's why she took me in. She could see my fresh cracks and decided to try and prevent them from spreading. However, what could she do to fix a broken child when she couldn't even maintain her own weathered cracks? God damn! No, we gotta stop. She's like a mother figure, right? But we're not related. We're so not related. I'm ending this video right here. Subscribe, like, comment down below. I'll be seeing you in the next video of Detached. Episode 3, next video. See ya! Bye!